One of the hardest concepts for people to grasp when first going through your spiritual awakening is the idea that you create your own reality based on what you put your focus on. And this is why manifestation is so reliant on where you focus. For me, it took a long time to really understand what this meant, because how could my reality be different from anyone around me? It was so hard for me to grasp it. So I'm going to share what I heard that really helped me understand it. I think when I originally heard this, it was Ram Dass who was saying it, but I don't know that he originally said it, but it's very helpful. So let's say you and a friend are on a road trip and you get to a detour and you have to detour through this town, right? And as you're driving through the town, you are admiring all the beautiful trees because you are someone who just absolutely loves flowers, and all the trees seem to be flowering when you're there. It's amazing to you. There are cherry blossoms that you've never seen before. You feel like you've stepped into some sort of weird warp of time where all you can see are these beautiful flowers all around you. And as you're slowly driving through this town, you notice your friend is also very quiet. And so you kind of assume they're seeing these amazing flowers too. And so you just drive through the town and just drink it in. So you finally get to the end of the town and you get out of the detour and you get back onto the highway. And you turn to your friend and you go, "Wow, what an amazing town." The friend says, "It was really amazing." And you say, "Did you see all those flowers?" "You must have, because I was awestruck and couldn't talk for a minute, and I looked over and so were you." And your friend looks at you and goes, "What are you talking about? I didn't see any flowers." And you say, "No, that's impossible. They were everywhere. That's all I saw were these beautiful flowers." And your friend says, "I didn't see any flowers, but I saw the most amazing architecture I've ever seen. It's just like in that book I've been reading, or I've been thinking about what would it look like to see this on a building. And we passed a building with that exact thing on it." The architecture in that entire town was unbelievable, mind-blowing, like I'd stepped into some kind of weird portal or something. And you say, "What?" And they're like, "Yeah, didn't you see all that architecture?" And you say, "Didn't you see all the flowers?" And you're both right. But it depends on what you have chosen to focus on, and that's what builds the reality around you. And so if you choose to focus on those things that are far out of your control, that you can do nothing about, that just makes you feel bad all the time, then that is what you build your reality out of. And that doesn't mean that there aren't things happening in the world that you should know about. But if you can't do anything about them, if you continue to focus on it, all you do is build your reality. You drive through a town where all of that is happening. Or you can choose to focus on things that help you feel better about where you are. The beautiful flowers, the gorgeous architecture, the feeling of freedom you get when you go for a walk. All of these beautiful small things that you can use to build your town out of things that help you feel better instead of those things that make you feel bad. It's not about burying your head in the sand. It's about actively choosing where you focus. And that's how you create your reality. So try it. Try focusing on things that help you feel better. Turn the news off for a little while. Don't engage in the gossip around the workplace. Do things that help you feel better just for a little bit and see what happens. You might be surprised.